Hi there, I'm Francesca Hollingsworth, and I'm your Prosperity Path Guide. And I help you learn how to read your prosperity path through the divination arts. And today I'm going to share with you the pathway through the Libra full moon on April 19th, 2019. And I'm going to start by telling you a story, and it is Beauty, the inside story of equanimity brings clarity and balance. Hi there, voice, said Lacey. How about we assume I'm awake? What am I going to see? Okay then, said voice. Let's assume you are awake and you stay living in your shadow. You'll obscure your truth, and the group consciousness will show you the coldness of your limitations. And you'll end up listening to the whispering of that you're not enough. And that leads to the slippery slope of mental madness, which supports the unjust laws of greed that show up as selfishness and create chaos. But if you stay focused on your ideals, your light, your gifts, the group consciousness will respond with the pragmatic space of realism, not limitations. You'll be inspired and connect to your aspirations, and this will be aligned with your equanimity that brings clarity and balance. So are you ready to bring in clarity and balance in your life? Cool. Well, let's get started by checking out what the Libra full moon has to say. So I want to give you a little history on this full moon. Is that last full moon was also a Libra full moon, and it was at 0 degrees. Yeah, the beautiful degree of the restart button. And it started spring. How amazing is that? Through the window of universal love. And then the next new moon, which is when we start planting seeds, it was through the vibration of awakening. And it was at the degree of 15, which means it was the alchemy, the degree of alchemy, creating something into cold by awakening. Yes, and now we are in this in this second full moon in Libra, which is very rare, at 29 degrees. So the moon is at 29 degrees and in Libra, and the sun is at 29 degrees in Aries. Aries is the sign of initiation, and Libra is the sign of balance. So yes, this full moon is trying to initiate balance, peace, and harmony in your relationships, in your partnerships, and in how you see beauty in the world to create peace. So at the shadow vibration, it's showing up as corruption. And at the shadow vibration, it's also showing up as chaos. So what do I mean by corruption? What I mean by corruption is that basically it's a corrupted code. And what is a corrupted code? A corrupted code is belief systems that are no longer serving you. And when belief systems are no longer serving you, if you still live through them, they will create chaos in your life. And how you get yourself out of that is to create equilibrium in your life by dealing with the issues in your relationships and in your partnership, and dealing with the conflicts that you have, so that you can have equilibrium. And when you do, you can access the window of innovation. So in short, one way to get through your relationships and partnerships, if you have a corrupted code, living off of beliefs that are no longer serving you, I would recommend that you put it on your plate to take a look at and create yourself out of it from the place of innovation. And how do you do this? Well, I'm going to let you know the rest of the code so that it can help support you. So now what we have in the sky above is Uranus at 2 degrees. So at the shadow vibration, it is giving off this energy of selfishness. So if you wanted to take a look at what is showing up on the globe, I can tell you there are a lot of acts of selfishness out there to be seeing so that you do not vibrate to them. And how do you not vibrate to them? You move to altruism. You look for the greater good of how you can support the greater good. And this energy will help you break through to find peace, balance, and harmony in your life. The other planets that are playing a particular active role in this full moon are the Capricorn trio. So the Capricorn is the sign of the leader who gets it from a place of earning, as well as discipline, responsibility, stability. It is a very strong, ambitious sign, but it's going to do the work. So we have 3 planets that are saying this. I'm going to do the work. And it is Pluto, the planet of the group consciousness and transformation. We have the South Node, which is what we're familiar with. And then we also have Saturn. Oh my goodness, the law enforcer. Very strong planets. So we got transforming the laws that you want, that not play with, the laws that create stability and discipline in your life. And they will be vibrating to that wonderful, and I'm being facetious there, vibration of greed. And when you have if you have this vibration of greed manifesting in your life, either through you, or you see people with that, the easiest way for you to move out of that is to look to your aspirations. If you can look to your aspirations, what you really aspire to, that's how you can lift your spirits from that heavy vibration of greed. The next thing you can do is call in your inspirations. Inspirations is inner spirit. So start listening to your inspirations. And also come from the place of realism. So even though we have these kind of higher vibrations of aspiration and inspiration tuning out there, you want to bring yourself to realism, not limitations, not the no, I can't do that. From realism. And realism means just kind of plotting it out, figuring out how it's going to work, and working with it. And remember, this is partnerships, relationships, love, beauty, peace, balance, and harmony. That's the major theme of this full moon. And the next planet in play is the North Node. The North Node is in play because it actually is in opposition to the South Node. The result is it's a grand cross. And what is important to know about the North Node is that's where we're headed. That's where all of us are going. And right now, we're all headed towards the vibration of precision through the mind. So the mind can actually not help you if it's focused on the fear vibrations. But the mind can help you if it just lets go and stops worrying. I know that's kind of a hard thing to do, but if you can actually stop worrying about what is not occurring in your life, you would actually create a lot of space for peace, balance, and harmony. So let me give you an example of not worrying what isn't in your space. For instance, there is a burglary down somewhere in your neighborhood. Somewhere, not necessarily in the block, but somewhere in the neighborhood. And you just suddenly fear that you're going to be robbed. But it hasn't happened, and it doesn't happen for this month or next month or even the whole year. But you spent all this time about worrying what might happen. That is using the mind to do something that is not that helpful. It spends a lot of time in that space of lack of productivity. I guess that's how I could say. And when you have the 3 trio in Capricorn, which wants productivity, it's not helping you. So let me wrap this up for you. For this Libra full moon, the focus will be on partnership relationships to create peace, balance, and harmony in your life. And the way to do this is to break through the situations that show up as selfish, whether it is somebody is selfish towards you are selfish. Selfishness is just that you have this fear that you don't have enough. That's really honestly what, if you chunk down to the nitty gritty of what selfishness is the fear that you just don't have enough. And when you don't have enough, then you want more. And then when you want more, you end up activating the vibration of greed. And when you activate the vibration of greed, then you shut the doors to universal love. You shut the doors to having equilibrium and spaciousness and harmony in your life because you're too busy worrying. So anyway, the long and short of this is that this full moon with these specific vibrations can help you. And how I help you personally is that I do a full and new moon group, private group sessions. If you're interested in that, just check out my website at innerbeautyhealing.us, and you can find that under the seminar tab. And I also offer one-on-one prosperity path guidance. And if you're interested in that, just email me at Francesca, Francesca at innerbeautyhealing.us. Okay, and that's it. Bye for now until the next new moon.